Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing another Magic the Gathering EDH Commander deck. This one's one of the few that I don't really get to play often, um, mainly because it's not super fun for everybody. Um, I've actually like cut some stuff out of it, so it's not as powerful as it was, but it's still pretty powerful. Um, I tried to get it to a level that I could play with friends, um, and like people I play with that are like family friends and stuff like that. That it was actually fun to play against, and I just haven't really got it there. So we're going to go over the card by card, so I can show you guys what we're rocking with. But before we do that, I would like to ask you guys to go hit that red subscribe button down below. Um, the YouTube analytics say about 70 to 80% of you guys that watch the videos aren't subscribed yet. All the support helps. Also, if you want to hit that like button if you like the video, and comment down below on any other decks or games you would like to see me play on the channel. I've got 3 reviews coming, kind of. One of them is already opened and sleeved up. The other 2 are unopened, and I'm still trying to pick up the other 2 things for that as well. But we'll get into that at a later date. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. Alright, guys, so this is the deck we're going to be going over. It is a Kess Dissident Mage spell slinging deck, sort of. It heavily relies on cards in the graveyard and recasting them and stuff like that. Kess is a 4 mana, 3/4 human wizard with flying that says during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If a card cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it. So you use it to basically cast spells on your opponent's turn from your hand and then like cast them more. It's mainly um like removal spells and like other kind of damaging spells and such. Um like a lot of low mana cost as well. So to start, we're gonna go through the monster or the creatures. We have Gale, Waterdeep Prodigy. We have a copy of Gutter Snipe. This is just a mandatory in most spell slinging decks. We have an Orvar, the All Form. We have a Mirko Vosk, Mind Drinker. We have an Atali, the Primal Storm. We have a Wildfire Eternal. We have a Delver of Secrets. A Sphinx of Magosi. We have a Niv Mizzet Perun. I've contemplated putting the other Niv Mizzet in, but this one's just I like that one. This one better. We have a Talran Sky Summoner. We have a Puppet Stitcher. We have Melik Izzet Paragon. We have Sphinx of the Final Word. We have a Backdraft Hellkite. We have a River Kelpie. And to round it off, we have a Crackling Drake. So these are a bunch of cards that kind of help you cast your instants and sorceries, gives them a little bit of protection, and other little buffs slash like upsides to casting instants and sorceries. A lot of these are like just like generic toolbox cards um, that facilitate the spell slinging game style. Not all of them are that though. Obviously, some of them are like just good creatures that fit in the deck and in the color scheme. We had one more creature, but it is an artifact creature. It is Combustible Gearhulk. We're going to be going over the artifacts now. We have a Wizard's Spellbook. This one's actually really fun. I get a lot of enjoyment out of that one. We have a Soul Ring, like most commander decks. We have an Empowered Auto Generator. We have a Demir Signet, an Izzet Signet, and a Commander Sphere. We're rocking pretty low artifact count, which is definitely a change of pace from the last commander deck we went over, which I think was my No, it wasn't the last one. The last one we went over was the Angel deck. The one before that, my Artifact deck. So this is definitely a change of pace. So next we'll be going over the Instants and Sorceries, which as you can see is a pretty big chunk of the deck. To start, we have the tried and true Lightning Bolt. We have the Counterspell. We have a Vraska's Contempt. We have a Factor Fiction. A Chaos Warp. We have an Expressive Iteration. Fix that. We have a Doomblade. We have a Leadership Vacuum. We have a Raise the Effigy. A Searing Spear. A Pillar of Flame. We have an Aetherize. We've got Una's Grace. We have an Is It Charm. Let me get that lower a bit. Ooh. Weird. I guess we have a second counterspell. I'm gonna have to replace that. My bad. Sometimes they like get all mixed up. I do have a replacement over on the side. I'll show it off when we're done going over the rest of the deck. We have an Increasing Vengeance. We have a Teach by Example. We have a Refuse and Cooperate. We have a Think Twice. We have a Chemister's Insight. We have a Diabolic Tutor. We have a Gamble. We have a Mind's Desire. We have an Aether Gale. We have a copy of Faithless Looting. We've got Alrun's Epiphany. We have Mass Diminish. We have a Mystic Retrieval and a Deep Analysis. So the instants and sorceries, as you can see, most of them are very low mana cost, besides like a handful that are higher mana costs for like better payoffs. But like I think like more like 3/4, I would say 3/4 to like more, yeah, probably like 3/4 of the instants and sorceries are 1 to 2 mana. Some are like 3 or 4, but like most are 1 to 2 mana. So you can see that like the main goal of this deck is to like bombard your opponent with instants and sorceries. Like I said, I'll show off the replacement for that afterwards. So next is the enchantments and the planeswalkers. Seeing as how it's not that many, it's a pretty small stack. For the enchantments, we have a 1,000-Year Storm. We have a Open the Graves. Ooh, I should probably show these off, huh? 1,000-Year Storm. Open the Graves. We have a Swarm Intelligence. We have a Secrets of the Dead. We have a Font of Magic. We have Jace's Sanctum. And then for the planeswalkers, we have a Jaya Ballard, a Ral Storm Conduit. We have an Ashiok Dream Render, and then a Ral Zarek. They are all instants and sorcerers related, basically, or help with instants and sorceries. So all of them are very helpful in the deck and make it more potent, especially with like the copying and stuff like that of spells and like choosing new targets. And then for the lands, we have a Biblioplex, a Reliquary Tower, an Ash Baron, an Evolving Wilds, a Rogue's Passage, a Desolate Lighthouse, an Exotic Orchard, a Black Dragon Gate, the Command Tower. We have a Port of Carfell. We have a Memorial to Folly, a Surtland Frostpire. We have a Sulphurous Mire, an Immenstrum Skullcairn, a volatile fjord, a highland lake, an Is It Guildgate, an Is It Boiler Works, a Swiftwater Cliffs, an ice tunnel, and a Seat of the Synod, and then the rest are basic lands. This land base is probably the one of my not better, but like more cohesive land bases as like when it comes to 3-color decks, the land base is much easier in my opinion than with like 4 to 5 color or even sometimes 2-color commander decks. I have a harder time with the mana base because a lot of those dual colored lands are more expensive or harder to come by. Um, but yeah, that is the Kess Dissident Mage Spell Slinger deck that I built. It's not at it's what it was, but it is it's still pretty strong in my opinion. But we'll go over the deck after this. I'm also going to show you guys the last card because obviously 2 counterspell. You can't have 2 in a deck in Commander, but we'll get right. All right, guys. So the last card that I ended up picking out is Thrill of Possibility. Sorry that the card is not illuminated properly. The light right here is fucking with it. But it's just a 2 mana instant that lets you draw 2 cards. It's a net. It's not even net positive. It's that card and discard a card, draw 2 cards. So it's just a refresher. But in Kess, it really works because you can cast the cards that you discard to the or the card that you discard to the graveyard from your graveyard. Like you can use it again basically. So it's not really like a big loss, but yeah. So overall, the deck is pretty fun. Um, like I said, it's not as strong as it once was, but I still think it's very strong. I'm hoping to be able to play it some more with some friends soon. Um, that and like I've got some revamped stuff coming for the Angel deck. I know that we just showed it off, but I do have some extra stuff coming in that I'm changing out, so that's gonna have a big change. But yeah, guys, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification button down below to know when my videos go live, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.